Oovla Lotuk friends, and you are our friends. Welcome back. Season 3 of Trekking the Future. Josh was back. Lord Justin Belanger's back. Or is it Gaily Gopher? Is it
No,
Snoopy?
neither of
Is he
those.
Burger Smith Jr.?
Not Burger Smith Jr. That one was never the case. That was never an
I
identity.
mean, you could get a new name, right?
I could. It would not be that. I would not choose that. We're back. We had our first break for 2 weeks because Strange New World season 3 just premiered a couple days ago, so we figured we'd take a break for a couple weeks so we can line that up at the start of the season of Trek in the Future. So season 3 of Strange New Worlds, season 3 of Trek in the Future. We have 2 episodes we're going to be talking about today because they did the old double opening.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah,
new season.
yeah. If you're tuning in for the first time, we decided we're gonna check out Strange New Worlds as now. Well, I'm a newly turned fanatic of Star Trek. I don't know about Giggity Gopher. Gopher. I keep It's easy to detonate me on that one. Like you gotta give me a break there. I'm a fanatic now, and this is the first time, as we said before, that
Yep.
we're gonna be doing the show along with brand new episodes of Star
Yep.
Trek.
Very fun. I like that. They come out. Did they come out on? Was it Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. So we're doing these podcasts every Saturday. Brand new episode will be out 2 days prior. I watched the 2 episodes just a little bit ago today, but I'll probably watch it either Friday or Saturday morning, as I did last season. But this time with new episodes.
Heck yeah. Um, I watched them last night. I I'm getting a new job. This one
Hey,
I have right now. Like, I get off work and I go to sleep right away.
nah.
So I just got a weird sleeping schedule. I didn't watch them Thursday because I had a city council meeting, worked all
Mm,
day, unfortunately. But
no.
I was kind of bummed out that it was coming out the same day we had a city council meeting. It ended up going to like 11 o'clock. Like I'm not running on too much sleep right now. I kind of looks like I'm droopy like on the screen. Sorry guys, I'm just and I got sick too, but I think that there was allergies.
Yeah.
Um, lame. Anyway, what's not lame is this new episode of Star Trek. We're going to the first episode here, Hegemony Part
Part
2.
2 ended the last season with Hegemony Part 1. So Josh is gonna do most talking on this one, while I'll handle most of the other episode because things kind of worked out that way for us, I guess.
Yeah, I got kind of tired, like
Yeah.
just due to the what time I was up watching the
So he was a bit tired when he was watching
Wedding
the
Bells
second
Blue.
episode, and I was still feeling the effects from something of the previous day when I was watching the first episode. Get a little more into that later when we get to the Gopher and Tuck updates.
Hell yeah! All right, I'm looking forward to the updates. All the advertisements this episode. Anyway, we're talking about Hegemony Part 2, and I really enjoyed the episode. I guess not. I thought it was good. We'll talk about if Strange New Worlds was worth the wait later. Just letting you guys know.
Yeah.
We're not missing, or you might miss out if you decide to peace out after that. Like, oh, they liked it. All right, I'm gonna watch it, or watch it and then check us out. Whatever you want to do. Spoiler alert. Obviously, this is a follow up to Part 1 from a couple years ago. A few weeks for us.
Yeah.
And I rather liked it.
Yeah.
I
I think it was
uh
stronger than season 2's premiere.
Absolutely, and the obviously we got a follow up to the Gorn. They're good.
Yeah.
the Gorn are a lizard species, like
Mhm.
humanoid or I don't know. You probably know the furry community better than me. You're a gopher, so I think you
That's true.
count as one.
Yeah, that might be true.
I'm a moose, so maybe I should like
You
shouldn't.
know, there you go.
Maybe I should hold my end of the bargain too. But
We
they're
got a moose, we
humanoid
got a
lizard
gopher.
people.
There used to be a mink on this channel. Still have to figure out what a tuck is exactly, but
Yeah.
know.
Anyway, the Gorn are humanoid like lizard people. They're lizards with human bodies,
Yep.
kind of. And they kind of work like aliens. I'm sorry, xenomorphs from the Alien series. Terrible description of them, but so the big cliffhanger is Pike's fiance. She get Marie. S- she gets infected with the xenomorph type Gorn thing that the chest burster or whatever we
Yeah.
want to call it. She has that. Nurse Chapel and Spock get the I won't go into what happened into last episode, but Spock saves Nurse Chapel, and now they're working together to save Marie or
Yeah.
Maria. I
Yes.
guess like both. I don't know if both could work. Like I know like some people were like, I want to be called Josh or call me Joshua. Like, it has to be one or the other, but I don't even know if that one's interchangeable.
Yeah, I think Marie and Maria are considered different names.
uh, uh, that makes sense. It's hard for me to follow like who's exactly who with all these different
A lot
characters,
of
and
characters, a
she's
lot of
one we
names.
don't see all the time.
Yeah. Whether it's Marie or Maria, she is at least one of the easiest to pronounce names in the show. So there's that. Got that going
Yeah,
for her.
and I like that Leon's the person who's like gets out of this. The crew was kidnapped. The part the part of the crew that were sent to save the colonists that were invaded and kidnapped by the Gorn.
Yeah.
Leon's the one that burst out. Obviously, she had her specific episodes on her facing the Gorn and dealing with
Yeah.
her childhood and having her brother, I believe, if I remember correctly, gets killed by them.
Mm. Yeah.
If you see the
So.
episode, spoiler alert, there's flashbacks to that. I mean, back to when she was a child and her brother and
Yeah.
him, like sacrificing himself. There, see, I had to remember and answer my own question, like or thought there, like, yeah,
Yeah.
he gets killed.
Yes.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
um, and it's been an arc with her having to deal with her what was it cell shock of I can't remember like the new term for that her what do they call shell shock now
Let's see.
uh can't her
Let's see.
Gopher will tell
It's
me anyway.
saying
She
PTSD is
Yeah,
apparently.
PTSD.
Yeah.
They didn't want to call it shell shock anymore. It's sort of
Mm.
to um I, they wanted to be more politically correct, I guess. I
Yeah.
Cell Shock's just easier for me to remember off the
Yeah.
top of my head, and I am tired. I can't wait till our W spot. Anyway, she has her arc, and I I will say I thought someone was gonna die. No one ended up dying, but there was tense moments. I was worried about Erica, and I
Yeah.
was like, she
She had like
dead? Like it seems
some.
like she was gonna
Yeah,
die.
something happened to her fingers. I think like, her hand got kind of messed up.
They got digested off. So what
Ooh.
happened to the crew is they're all being digested. So it this reminded me of the suicide mission in Mass Effect 2.
Mm.
More spoiler alerts. Like that one's a little bit more like unexpected, but I won't
Mm.
go into it anyway. It's sort of like the suicide in Mass Effect, and
Mm.
they're getting digested by the Gorn ship for fuel. Um, and they have to save them. Like a lot goes on. Like obviously, Pike's worried for Maria. I can't. for his fiance, and um, that's an arc in itself. Obviously doesn't want to lose her.
Mm.
You know, it, I and he gets the go ahead from the admiral. We're jumping all over the place, but
Yeah.
there's different plot lines. The admiral gives them the go ahead to save our people, and they go to the Gorn. They travel, they warp through uh, through a way of like there's they go to like it's not us. I mean, we have the solar system, so whatever that body in space you call a system where they have dual suns, and what they do is they go between them and they're able to warp to their home world, and um the Gorn sort of work in a cycle where they hibernate, and when they're in this other part of the cycle, like, all right, we're gonna kick some ass, dude. Let's go, USA. We're gonna bomb
USA, USA.
USA. Hey, the humans, the Federation, they got nuclear weapons. They have to be stopped. Get them, boys! Like, poor Pollock is like, I'm screaming. But anyway, uh, they work through a cycle, and the crew, they figure out how to simulate like this deal of getting becoming a big giant solar flare to
Yeah.
artificially get them back into the hibernation cycle to save the universe from the Gorn.
Mm.
That's one thing criticism I've seen of Strange New Worlds that I sort of get. The plot's always like, oh, we gotta save the world, guys, and um, I will say that can be frustrating. Like and although it is Star Trek, so they're out in space, so it's sort of
Mm.
like to me things get bigger. But I feel like even though yeah that's the case, they're like having another like big we need to save the galaxy type of event.
Mm.
I
That's
felt like for the next episode they sort of like have a more what would the word be, more grounded
yeah.
uh
Mm.
plot or crisis rather than like a whole universe
Yeah.
galaxy crisis.
It's gonna be
They
relevant
use the
when
word
we
crisis in some terrible English.
it's gonna be
Sorry.
relevant when we talk about the lower decks comics that we're reading. That's also a new thing we're doing for this season. We're reading comics.
Absolutely. And forgot to say that in the introduction. Anyway, I liked the episode. And like I said, we'll talk if it was worth the wait later on. Um, like I said, I'm tired. I need like a caffeine hit, dude. Maybe some the
There we go. We're getting the science. Well, it's frozen now, so we might not get the science.
just
Oh, there we go. There we go.
well,
Okay. Yeah. You were,
science.
you were froze for a moment, but you're back. We have science. Ooh,
Yeah, we got science.
it's a pinkish kind of science today. What flavor is
That's
that?
easy. It's tiger's blood.
Tiger's blood. There you go.
I feel like I must have froze because I moved my camera and my internet or whatever couldn't quite handle that.
Yeah,
Hey,
it
look at that.
was. There you
It's all
go.
turning.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sciencing the hell out of that. There we go.
So, yeah, I got this tubby of Dubby here, and you just throw in a scoop of 12 ounces of water. This is a lot more, but um, that's the great thing about this. That you can choose if you want to water it down a little
Yeah.
bit.
You just do a scoop and then you decide how much water you give it. You can go with the recommended. You could make it a little more flavorful by doing a little less. You can make it a little less flavorful. And top of all that, if you click that link right there that I just posted in the chat, or it's in the description if you're watching this on YouTube, you can get 10% off of your Dubby order using the promo code GopherTalk, which that link automatically applies, or you can apply it yourself at checkout. 10 whole percent
And
off.
something to check out on there as well is there's a new Japanese flavor,
Ooh.
Japanese yuza, and It's citrus fruit.
Mm,
I'm looking forward to checking it out. I'd like to actually
yeah.
get the other flavor that they had before again. I mean, that was great. I
Yeah.
finished that up.
Mm,
Yeah. If you if past viewers might recall, I ended up taking the tubby of Dubby and turning it into a little pen holder.
yeah.
That's something cool about these little Dubby tubbies too. Is they got cool artwork a lot of times.
Yeah.
Time a lot of times.
Uh, yeah. That
Like
cool word.
go
You
for
could
time.
you could put stuff in them. You know, you can use it for other reasons once they're out of powder. It's only
Absolutely.
10% off.
Upcycling is cool. I don't care what Gopher says. Like
I
he can
agree.
call me. Like, he can say, "Yeah, you're just one of these uh, eco fascists or
Eco
tree
fascist.
huggers or
Imagine
you would know more about that."
just the idea of using tree hugger and fascist in the same sentence.
Uh, man, like, I know you would. I mean, I did it.
So,
Anyway,
yeah, we have a
same
new game.
10%. Go for Tuck. If you're watching, he already said it. If you're watching on YouTube, check out the link in
Description.
the description. And this is a great flavor right here. Some of them, yeah, they taste like what's the word? Like melted slushy.
Mm,
Big energy deers
mm,
does kind of taste like that. But this Tiger's Blood, very good. I do recommend it. Or check out the Japanese flavors. They're
a
great.
lot of
So
flavors. So, we have a new game. We've been doing that every season. You know, season one we had uh, Star Trek trivia. Season two we had Trek or Not Trek. Season three we have Trekking the Unknown, which I just learned about this about 20 minutes ago. So I'm not really sure
yeah,
exactly what we're doing here, but uh, if this the character sheet that is bright, Jesus. I can't
yeah,
type on
yeah.
this though, so I don't really know what to
I'll do
do.
the typing for you on everything.
People won't be able to see the typing, but rest assured, the stuff we decide is getting jotted down somewhere.
Yep, you can see it. Right? I mean, you can't see it. I'm sorry.
So
I'm
bright.
doing my typing right here.
Wait, to turn the brightnesses down again. This thing. So many options. It's a PDF file, like Donald Trump.
Like Donald Trump, President of the United States. He knows that
Presentation mode.
thing.
Whoa! Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
He didn't mean to do
Brought it in full screen there.
it. So I was wondering, do you want to be Giggity Gopher and Moose Nugget, or like what should our character's name be on here?
So before we do anything, what exactly are we doing here? Explain to the viewers. What is this? What is Trek the Unknown?
This is like Dungeons and Dragons. If you see the character sheet, and I guess I should. Some people are trying to listen to this rather than watch it.
Mm.
So we got a character sheet. We'll fill these out, and for the rest of the season, we'll have these characters and AI uh, chatbot will take us through as the dungeon master, and um, Gopher and I agreed we'll do a roll 20. So Gopher, well, I was gonna say just go on Microsoft Bing, put in roll 20, and I'll give you a piece of dice to roll. Or it did on like on my phone. Unfortunately, like it's a little bit harder on this computer.
I am in
Uh,
a I'm in a campaign on Roll20 that'll actually be continuing later today.
all right,
Hmm.
all
Uh,
right.
ran by
So,
our good pal Juck, aka Jeff.
so uh, obviously I didn't do too much preparation. You could go to rolldie.net and they'll give you a die to check out, and just click the the D20 option, and
Okay.
You press the roll button. But anyway, that had to figure that out really quick. It was
Yeah.
different on my phone. Just use your Microsoft Bing, or Ask Jeeves. So, um, yeah, we'll come up with characters and Chat GBT will just give us do some dungeon mastering for us
Mm.
as we go through our own Star Trek adventures.
I have a
So
very intense glow on my face right now from this character sheet.
I love it. I mean,
Glowing.
hell yeah, that'll teach
All
you.
right. So Trek the Unknown. So we got like all the
So,
basic information, character names, species.
so I wanted to ask, did you want to be like a Giddy Gopher and Moose Nugget, or did you want to do something different?
I want to be Gopher.
How do you spell that? E
GOCEPHESUS. Got to work through that in my head there.
Gophers?
Yes, Gopher.
What's your species exactly?
All right, now, what are there like a specific options from the Star Trek universe to choose from, or?
Chat GBT will just like he'll be like, whatever, like I'll figure out the traits,
All right,
or you can go from the series.
I'm gonna be a Gophoid, like
How you spell that?
GOPHOID.
GOPHOID. Yeah,
Yeah.
I should have figured that out on my own. Like Android. What's your role on this ship here?
Hmm.
Um, let
Well,
me go over some. Let me go over some of them for you. Like you could either
I do
be
not want to be the captain. That is too much responsibility for me. And we saw what happens when I'm the captain in a science fiction scenario, such as Mass Effect.
true. Let's see. So yeah, you're not gonna go with captain. So you could be the science officer, the engineer, the security officer, or the medical officer.
Science officer, engineer, security officer, medical officer. Uh, you know, I'm gonna handle security.
I like it.
Hmm.
Security officer. I'm just putting this all into Microsoft Word. Uh, do you have a personal trait you'd like? Just make this up. I, well,
Personal trait:
well, you
quirky,
look at
serious. Hmm, hmm, hmm. I'm gonna go with silly. Silly little
uh,
gophoid.
silly likes to crack the joke.
I like to crack the joke.
Stats. So this can go to. Um, so I should explain this for the people. You got your +3, your +2, your +1, and 0, 0, and they go into stats. If anyone's ever played Fallout, it's like what's the term? They're special. Yeah, the special.
Mm.
So you pick what you want your most of your points go into.
Okay.
And obviously you got 2 0 points where we got command, science, engineering, tactics, empathy.
And I'm security something or other.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So ChatGPT will figure out the how they're gonna distribute that.
Hmm.
Like I don't know if I should be gendering ChatGPT. I have been saying they, but is
Mm.
a
Yeah.
lady, a man.
Hmm. So I don't choose the where to assign the stats. That's just gonna be automatically done.
You get to pick the stats, but they'll add more based on the
Oh,
fact that
okay.
you're a security officer.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
so so we get our roll 20 on the dice, but then like based on our character stats, it'll add more
Okay.
to
Okay.
whatever we're doing.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and say 3 for engineering. Put 3 in engineering. Put the 2 in tactics. And then the 1 in science.
All right.
Yes. So nothing for command and nothing for empathy. As we've seen from me in these kind of scenarios, don't tend to be very empathetic.
All right. And abilities. Let me just make sure we're doing this right here.
I don't know what abilities
So
a Gophoid has.
yeah, we gotta figure that out. Uh, we'll think about that, and you think about that while I do tell my sheet to the people. What gear do you want? It's listed here, and I'll read it off for the
2 of
people
them.
here. You get to pick two: a tricorder. You can pick a phaser, a med kit, and a toolkit, a Starfleet grade snacks, or data crystal full of embarrassing poetry.
Mm. And then that one
And
just
that,
cuts off in the
fortunately,
PDF.
that like gets cut off on the PDF. I'm sorry, guys.
And so it's
So
data
that's why
crystal.
I do need to read that to you.
Data crystal of what?
Full of embarrassing poetry.
Mm. Okay, that kind of like you know what? Let me get that, and let me get the Starfleet grade snacks.
All right. This
Yeah.
is, and background. Um, we'll think about. You'll give me that in your quirk. So while you think about your abilities,
Voice
background,
detail, by the way. Voice detail is that he's in New York. He's not actually from New York, but for voice
all right, that's
purposes,
quirk as a New
he got that
York.
Brooklyn accent.
Oh, sorry, almost put New York accent as a Brooklyn.
Hey, talking about it. Forget about it. All that such.
Hey,
Pizza.
hey, he's a member of the full-blooded Italians. I'm sorry,
Hey.
I think that was derogatory. The little, I just do what Tommy Rich did. Okay.
As one does.
Um, since you went with a weird name, or well, like, I'm, I'm trying to think of my name here, and
Josephus and Josh.
well, I was gonna go with Moose Nugget if you're gonna be Gopher,
Mm.
but since uh, as a name, maybe I'll just go with Iglik, my Inupac name. Let me
Could
just
do that. Could do that.
do a little
I
copy
call you
here.
by that in the in a certain vlog that we'll talk about later on this in this deal.
I'll go with Iglik. I'm gonna be a human because we need one.
Well, there you go. You're a human.
On
A
roll,
Gophoid, by
since
the way, the way I'm picturing it is like a. You said the word earlier, and I'm already forgetting. I'm already blank. Humanoid gopher, essentially.
hell yeah,
So there
you're
you
the
go.
security officer, so I feel like I should be the maybe the medical officer, but I feel like I do more engineering than medical stuff in real life, but we're role playing. So
True.
I'll be the
True. True.
or
True. True.
I'll be the captain. I'll be the captain.
Here we go. Every ship needs a captain, as they say.
Oh man, we got 1 minute here. While I'm doing this, could you explain to the people that tomorrow's International Chess Day?
Yes, tomorrow is International Chess Day, as you just heard. So, I mean, we kind of had to do it, right? Like, we do our occasional chess streams here. Gotta do one on International Chess Day. It's International Chess Day. So,
Unfortunately, it's not this chess, but
not 3D chess, but we will be doing a chess stream tomorrow International Chess Day. That is July 20th. It's going to be at 3 o'clock Central Time, PM, 4 Eastern, noon for Moose over here. Uh,
Yeah.
and we're going to be playing chess. It's going to be a nice, fun little hour of chess as per usual. Maybe I'll get a couple dubs. I've been getting a couple dubs each time. Not a lot, but I've been getting a couple. So, um, there you go. We got
And
chess.
just meet us here on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, unfortunately, you probably missed out.
Mm,
Although it's okay.
mm,
Like
mm.
you know,
There will be a notification
everyone.
in the Discord when we go live.
Yeah. So, um, we don't have a arena for you, but if you'd like to join us, we'll put a link, or you can. Today's my birthday, so you guys come over here and play this board with me.
Yeah, there you
But
go.
yeah, come all the way up to Kotzebue. Join Gopher's Discord, and we'll put the arena link in there, and we'll put the arena link in the Twitch chat. We'll try to do Blitz. Um,
Mhm.
so we'll just see whatever arenas open to join. And the check it out, International Chess Day. Really looking forward to that. We at least have
International Chess
one
Day.
other person that will join us. Nemeth from the Green Party server.
There you go. There you go. So got that to look forward to tomorrow.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And so I going back into this game before we get to talk about more about Strange New Worlds. My character's named Igluk. I'll be a captain, a human captain. My personal traits will be I love chess and I'm a crossdresser. So
There you go.
got that.
There you go.
My stats, I decided to put +3 in command, 0 in science, 0 in engineering, 1 in tactics, and 2 in empathy.
There you go. There you
And
go.
I'm looking at my gear here,
Feeling
and
very
I'll
pike
go.
with that. I like it.
Yeah, I'll go with See, you got the snacks and the poetry, so I'll
Yes.
go with having a tricorder
Mm.
and like what? Yeah, I'll go with having a. I'm trying to pick. Yeah, I will go with having the tricorder, and I will go with having a phaser.
Yeah, that sounds about right for Commander.
And we'll have more of this figured out um, off stream, like some of the background. Gopher can send it to me on Discord, and
Yeah.
we'll reintroduce this concept to you guys. Um, Going forward next week, and we'll actually do our first episode of Trek in the Unknown.
Yes.
Um,
Unknown.
I'm very excited, and um, so you got to check us out doing the creative process of creating our characters.
Yeah. There you go.
I've never played Dungeons and Dragons before. I've tried to, couldn't quite get. Like, honestly, you're the one person I trust to like be able to do that. It seems like if I do something with people that requires ongoing dedication
Yeah.
to showing up at a certain time, you're the one
Yeah.
person I can rely on that.
Yeah. I've done a couple. As I said, I'm in one that is going to be continuing today, later today. It's run by our pal Jeffrey, not Jeffrey Bezos, but our other pal Jeffrey. TJ
And
ran one that I did. I also did a one shot that was run by Jeffrey.
so you're actually the expert. Like, too bad. Like, we got Chat GBT for the Dungeon Master. So
Yeah, I haven't done
I'll
any
have to
DMing, so I don't have any experience with that.
All right, so let's talk about this other new episode of Strange
Yes.
New Worlds, Wedding Bell
Wedding Bell
Blues.
Blues. So this is the one. Josh started to feel a little tired. I was starting to come out of my thing. Uh, I enjoyed it a lot. It was a very fun episode. I like fun episodes. Um, so basically, uh, what's the lady's name who's getting married? I always, again, bad with names
Oh,
in
Nurse
this.
Chapel?
Yes, Nurse Chapel. So I think there's like a time jump between the last episode and this one. She's
Three
coming back.
months
Yeah, 3 months. She's coming back.
from
She.
the from the not the academy, the membership. I can't remember what she got. If you recall,
Yeah.
she got the news that she's joining this
Yeah.
organization on some Space Rhapsody, and then that's when has his fantastic song of like I'm the X, and
Yeah.
now it's all playing out.
Yeah. So Spock's like super excited for her to be coming back, and then as it turns out, she mentioned in the previous episode, like warning Spock, like don't wait for me, you know. But she comes back in this episode. Spock's super excited. Come to find out, she's coming back with a boyfriend, and more so than that, a fiance. They're actually
And
getting married.
this character, I'm sorry, it's the first time I'm introduced to him, but I decided to check out what other people are saying about Star Trek, and this is a guy from the original series.
Mm,
So we're getting technically a returning character from the original show that's
mm,
popping up here. That's
mm,
now with Nurse Chapel,
mm, mm. Interesting.
and spoiler alert, something happens to him. Like I mean, all these people are gonna die by a time. Like I mean, except Spock, he'll still be alive. Another spoiler by the time. I'm sorry, you go on.
All right. So Spock meets this one guy, and he like makes a wish essentially, and it results in a change in reality, where it's instead Spock getting married to her instead of this other guy. Obviously, the other guy is aware that it's not the right reality. Spock isn't at first, but then Spock punches him in the face, and then that makes him aware. Um,
Yeah, so what happens is like yeah, this guy comes in with Christine Chapel and Spock's like, man, what the hell? Okay, like they go to a bar and he says, man, I wish things
yeah,
were different with me. And there's Chapel to the bartender, and turns
yeah.
out the bartender's this I keep wanting to say alien, but we're out in outer space. Like, is he an alien? Like, should he go to the ice facility? I think technically not, because we're not on Earth, so we can't like take him into port. Anyway, it- it's not doesn't seem like it's like Q. I know Gopher's not hasn't been introduced to Q, but this character that could not just grant wishes, but he has magic, and
Yeah,
that's when I really realized like there's something crazy going on here.
yeah.
But you go on, like, yeah, Spock, everyone else except this new dude is like they don't understand what's going on until Spock gets so pissed off that he punches him, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm not marrying this Chapel.
Yeah,
What's going on
yeah.
here?
So they have to try to figure out, what the deal was with that. Eventually, they realize. Well, Spock realizes it was the bartender. We had a moment that was actually kind of similar to something that happens in the Lower Decks comic that we read, where essentially the guy's parents show up, and they're like, you hear them, you don't see them, and they're like, you find out the guy who he looks like he's like 40 something. He's actually a kid in for that species.
Yeah.
And so you find out that like his parents are like, "Come on, man, stop! No, stop this." So it was like a similar thing with that in Lower Decks, but yeah. So things get turned back. It's the right people are getting married. All that's going
Oh
on.
man, for the wedding, like, um, well, I guess I wanted to mention. I started really noticing like this weird dude's like changing what's going on is when they have the rehearsal and like Nurse Chapel has her mom's flowers somehow, and of course they're dead, and but
Mm.
he's able to like change their food by magically. He's able to change like bring Nurse Chapel's mom's flowers back to life. He changes the dude into a dog. What's his?
Yeah, and
So-
then do all
I'm
that.
sorry, guys. Like
It's,
I got. I have a hard time, as I said earlier. I have a hard
yeah,
time remembering names,
yeah.
but I wanted to mention Nurse Chapel's dress. Like everyone's like dressed wonderfully
Yeah,
in this episode. It's a wedding, so
there you
um, what? Like you would hope so.
go. Yeah. Yeah, it turns out that the whole time he's just a kid. He's just a kid who's, having a little fun.
Just a 1,000-year-old kid, like he makes sure to tell him like, "Oh, I'm 1,090, Dad, or 1,030, something like.
Also, there was a very interesting moment at the end with Ortega. Little situation where,
Oh,
like,
her brother's here. Like, yeah, I was thinking like, man, like I could have had Ortega die, but I enjoyed like having her back, and I wanted to mention we get a little bit of Spanish in this episode too.
yeah, her brother is there, and like he has a kind of a little romantic thing going on with Uhura. So it was fun. But at the very end of the episode, very end, last few seconds, there's a thing where she's like looking in a mirror and kind of like she's like a little out of it.
Oh, wasn't a mirror? She's looking at outside a window, and she sees a
Mm,
reflection.
oh yeah, there's like was it one of those things,
The
Gorn?
Gorn.
Yeah, it was like a Gorn. So it was like a little, it was mostly like a lighthearted episode. Kind of had like a little bit of a dark ending there, that kind of teasing some stuff with Ortega coming up.
Yeah, she's got the shell shock.
Mm. So, yeah, I enjoyed it. That was a nice, fun episode. I do like these type of things where it's like only like reality changes and only like a couple people know. I like those kind of Star Trek stories. Um,
Yeah,
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 it's
like
a good
I
time.
said earlier, I know a complaint I saw online that's and I understand, like, there's so many like life, like not even life, like big galaxy, we need to save the galaxy type plot lines.
Yeah,
This one's a lot more grounded. I
yeah.
mean, the guy said, "Do what I say, or else I'll kill you all." But I felt like Spock. Uh, so I wanted to mention Spock. He gets out of his out of the hallucinations, or
No.
him believing he's marrying Nurse Chapel by having the big like shock to his system, becoming emotional and punching a dude.
No.
Um, he gets Nurse Chapel out of it by telling her how much he loved them, and she obviously gets emotional.
Mm,
Oh, this is, and that's what gets her out of it. It wasn't. It seemed like a strong emotion that doesn't quite make sense.
yeah.
Like Spock, I was hitting someone. Nurse Chapel having Spock do poetry for her after fake wedding is like
Mm,
what gets her out of it. And um, I actually I like this episode more than the last one.
mm.
Really. Oh.
Kind of interesting that like the thing that breaks them out of it is like a strong emotion, but then the event that they're going to is a wedding, which is something that generally features a lot of strong emotions. So the
Yeah.
guy didn't quite think that plan through, but he is a kid,
Well,
so
yeah, yeah. Anyway, I really enjoyed it.
Yes.
I liked it more than the last one, just because I don't know.
Strong start to the season though for me. I think it's
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
off to a good start
absolutely.
here. Now,
Uh,
Gopher and Tuck
yeah,
got some updates.
yep.
So, about a week ago, actually, it was exactly a week ago, Tuck of Gopher and Tuck fame was in Texas. Here, not
It
this
was
house,
there.
but he was in Texas. We went to go see AEW All In together exactly last Saturday. Um, had a great time, a lot of fun. I mentioned, feeling some after effects or something earlier today. He left me a care package That's all I'm gonna say about that. But yeah, it was a very fun time. There is gonna be a video going up on it, a little kind of like a vlog style thing, but
I was hoping.
yeah, I don't know when, because like we recorded all the footage with our phones. We both have iPhones. It's kind of a pain transferring iPhones stuff to PC, but also like they're all
Yeah.
.mov files, which aren't compatible with a bunch of stuff. So I gotta like convert. But then we have like so many like short clips, so I gotta convert like hundreds of videos, short videos, and then actually edit the thing. So yeah, it's gonna be a process. But there's also so I got just these lavalier mics, I think they're called. Kind of you like clip onto your shirt. Um, but
Mm.
they can only be like connected to one phone at a time. So sometimes we had to record with my phone, sometimes we had to record with his. And there's also during day one, I kept accidentally doing the like vertical instead of horizontal recording. Uh,
I can
like I
understand
was kind of
that.
going back and forth between that. So the day one stuff's gonna have a lot of that. It was 2 days, um, but yeah. And during day two, my phone pretty much died like halfway through All In, which was, by the way, the longest wrestling pay per view of all time. Set the record.
Or was it?
Yeah, 6 hours plus the 2 hour pre-show.
I heard they gone long and like they're doing Page versus Moxley. Well, Saturday night's main event was like
Yeah.
kicking
So
off.
it yeah, I believe it beat like WrestleMania 35 or something like that to become the longest professional wrestling pay-per-view of all time. I was sitting for a lot of that. My poor little legs and tailbone. Also, we got interviewed after the show was over by AEW people. Like we were just kind of hanging out, me, Brandon, and our friend Roro. We met up with him. We were just kind of hanging
Oh
out
wow!
outside, and we were the only three people left there at that point. And some like AEW people came up to us to interview us about the show. So that was fun. I don't know if that's going to be used anywhere, but you know, yeah. So hopefully I'll be able to get that vlog taken care of before too long. Um,
Yeah, I mean, like the pay per views just happened like a week ago. So hopefully, like it's not like you said too long.
yeah.
But yeah,
Uh,
keep. I would like. I would really love to see this.
Yes, we also went to an arcade, and that's where I mentioned you by your shoot name Igluk, because we found a Tetris machine. So that was
Oh wow!
yeah, that was pretty fun. But it's also I hope the footage for that's not too bad because it was very loud inside there, a lot of people. But yeah, we also went to see Superman, an amazing film by the way.
Oh
Went to see
hell yeah,
Superman.
dude!
Yes.
I'm
So
I'm looking forward to like whenever I don't have a theater here, but I'd love to see.
it's so
I'm
good.
actually excited to see superheroes again
Mm.
after
Yes.
hearing about this film.
Yes, I thank God for James Gunn. He's just so good. But all right, in
Oh,
addition to all of that,
anti-hero, our Messiah.
yes,
Yes, come back with a new film.
um, other news with Gopher and Tuck is so we've been going 2 videos a day every day with the occasional third video, such as this podcast going up, Tuck Thursdays, GM battle on Sundays. Well, now it's gonna be 3 videos a day with the additional bonus ones like such, because we
With
are
Gopher Sand stuck.
Gopher Sans Tuck is finally becoming. I've long since lamented that there's been no solo Gopher series on the channel since we became Gopher and Tuck. We had Mink Monday, we had Tuck Thursday, Tuck at Ride Hours. So we already got 2. I'm finally making Gopher Sans Tuck a full fledged thing. It's going to be every day. So we have Gopher and Tuck episodes going up at noon and 2 p.m. Central. Gopher Sans Tuck, which is just me, going up at 1 p.m. And then stuff like GM Battle, this podcast, things of that nature go up at 3. Um, so at least 3 videos a day, plus some extra ones. There's plenty of footage. That began, by the way, 2 days ago with Donkey Kong Bonanza, the first Gopher Sans Tuck series, which I recorded minutes after the game was released.
Yeah,
I was
yeah, that was that. Like I didn't watch the full video. I just been so tired lately, and the couple days, but I'm really looking forward to checking that out.
It's
I like Donkey Kong.
I played for about 2.5 hours for that recording session, and since then, like obviously it's a Donkey Kong game. It's like separated into sections, like worlds. So off screen, I've been going back into the previous areas and collecting all because there's a lot of stuff you can just like find, a lot of secrets like, all over the place. So I've just been going back, going through those off screen, but yeah, very fun. Look, having a great time with that, and that's we're episode 3 goes up today. Uh, I have other stuff planned for after that for Gopher Sunstuck, but it'll be a daily thing. The only time Gopher Sunstuck will not be happening is in October and the first 25 days of December when we have the Halloween and the Christmas stuff. Just,
Makes sense. Makes sense. A lot to look forward
a
to.
lot to look forward to, and other than that,
If you want updates, just join this man's Discord server, sub to the YouTube, subscribe on Twitch, go to his house, knock on his door, and say, "When's the next video?"
We got yeah, so that's happening. Fogs is finally about to finish getting uploaded. Like that's the finale of that's like right around the corner, and then after that, we start uploading Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, which Brandon's playing. So that's going on. We have the Lies of Pain DLC currently going up, which is going to be the longest series on the channel. That I believe caps out at 109, either 108 or 109 episodes, beating the previous longest, which was Echoes of Wisdom, Legend of Zelda, at 100. And that's probably going to be beaten pretty soon because we're going to be going back to Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door to finish that series before too long. We got Max Payne for the Game Boy Advance is coming. We're gonna be doing that. I know for Halloween we're gonna be doing Silent Hill F and Little Nightmares 3, which is the first Little Nightmares game with co-op. So Brandon and I will both be playing that. A lot of stuff to go. We just finished GM Battle Season 3 recording, at least, not and we're gonna be starting Season 4, going straight into that with TJ. So,
wow. Heck yeah.
Also, Jeff and I have been streaming Elden Ring Night Rain every week. That's still good.
Yeah.
So, there you go. A lot of updates.
I believe the new DLC. I saw you guys playing it, no, it seems like you have to get a random third person every time, or is that what's going on?
Yeah, we don't have a third, unfortunately, but it would be a lot easier because it's more communicating if you have a third person that you're actually But we keep getting randos because we don't have an actual third person to play with us. But I mean, hey, if you're watching this, you play Elden Ring Night Rain on PS5. Be our third.
Hell yeah. Anyway, we're Star Trek Book Club. I'm glad we tried it because some of the books I really enjoyed. And actually I think I know some people don't like the Voyager show, but I think we got very lucky with the Voyager books, and I enjoyed everything I read. But trying to do like a book, especially for me, like I'm reading so many things and trying to study philosophy. It's been kind of hard. But we decided to go a little bit lighter and do this new ongoing Lower Decks comics.
Lower Decks comics. So, what's the name of the first one? The one we read.
Of the first issue, like I have an issue with that because like I'll go through an X-Men's comics and I'll be like, oh, it's X-Men 100 or 57 or
so is it just called Lower Decks?
I can't remember the specific name of it. I know it's issue 1. Let me see. Like I got the wiki open because for question.
North Charm. I see that on the cover. I don't know if that's a name or not.
Maybe.
So this is gonna be a lot better for us this season because again, it's a lot shorter than reading a full book. I actually read the entirety of this comic while on the toilet. So there you go.
Yeah.
the plot basically is so I mentioned earlier, like you were talking about how like Strange New Worlds keeps having these big like world ending kind of things that they gotta save the world.
Yeah.
This one starts off where they're basically like, we don't get any fun adventures. We just keep getting small things that so like it shows them going through a bunch of things where it's like at the beginning it's like, oh god, this is gonna be huge, and then the problem just solves itself pretty much. And I also mentioned a similarity with that second episode, because one of the things in here is a situation where like I think their ship gets turned into an ornament on a tree or something like that. And so
Oh yeah.
it's like this big entity doing this, but then they find out the entity is just a child whose parents are like, stop messing with people, stop that. So, yeah, so they did the same thing with, and that also happened, I think, in an episode of Futurama, which I believe, if I'm remembering this correctly, was an episode that dealt with Star Trek. It was like a big Star Trek fan was forcing the cast to make a new episode or something like that.
Yeah, that's right.
And then it ends up being
Um,
like he's some kid, and
what's actually funny about the we're getting off track from the thing, but that's actually based on the Star Trek episode The Arena, and I wanted to check that out because that's where we get introduced to the Gorn. So we're back to the Gorn again.
But so eventually they end up going to a real adventure, which is, I believe, a follow up from something from the original series where they have to go to this thing called the Delta Triangle, and they actually show like Kirk and Spock doing like their, what are those things called? Like the reports or like whatever they're referred to as. But they poke some fun at it, which I really enjoyed. Like they mentioned how their like face is right up into the camera, and they're like, oh, maybe the technology was a little different back then, and
Oh yeah,
they pointed out how like Kirk's stuff had like shots from out of the plane or out of the ships. So
I think mission logs or
mission
like
logs. There you go. Yeah, it was. So they're heading to the Delta Triangle because there was some stuff there that they
maybe
needed to deal with.
absolutely.
And at the end, everyone on the ship except for the guy who has 5 o'clock shadow. I don't know what his name is. I just know he has 5 o'clock shadow. Everyone else is just like teleported off. Like it's all of a sudden, and he's left alone, and that's how the thing ends. So it's set up for the next one. I had a good time. Again, I was on the toilet, so that's always a good time on its own. But
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
funny.
It is funny.
I do like how much the cat person curses. That's a fun little different thing for Star Trek. Also, at the bottom of most of the pages, not everyone, but like most of the pages, there was like a little author note that kind of expanded on things, and those were like funny and also interesting. So I like that. It was nice and short. Took maybe 20 minutes or so to get through for me. Uh, Nice and funny, and I had a good time.
Great artwork too.
Yeah. Yeah. Looks just like the show, which we'll be getting to at some point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We don't need cheap views, buddy. No, thank you. I like to go into it myself, but we're getting pretty late. I just want to answer one question before we leave. So for us, it wasn't this new season of Strange New Worlds wasn't too much of a wait.
Yeah, just a couple
Um,
weeks. Granted,
for
it felt like a long time for me because of last week being a very exhausting few days. So
but do you think it was worth it for the people to have wait a couple of years for this?
I think so.
I think so. I enjoyed it a
The
lot.
strong follow up to the end of last season, and then the next episode, getting us properly into this season was good. Now, my question to the viewers: was it worth the 2 weeks that you had to go without Trek in the Future to get to
Yeah.
season 3 here? Is it worth that
We want to
wait?
know.
Yes.
Tell us on the Discord channel for Trek in the Future on the Gopher and Tuck generically named server.
Yes.
Talk to us there. Uh, um, we'll be back next week here on
Yes, we
Twitch.
will.
All the episodes will go up on YouTube, and a lot to look forward to. Join us for International Chess Day here on Twitch tomorrow
Tomorrow,
if you
yep.
can. We'll give
Oh,
you the link to the arena, whatever it is, and yeah,
we get the
yeah,
preview here of next week's episode of Strange New Worlds. It's called Shuttle to Kenfori. So we actually don't have plot lines now because we're watching in real time with everyone else, but we know the episode's called Shuttle to Kenfori. So
just a second. No, unfortunately I don't got the page open. Yeah, that was a good check. It was on Memory Alpha, but I think it wasn't on IMDb, and I'm not ready. So we got a lot to look forward to, guys. Live long and prosper.
long and
Join us
prosper.
next week, and um, looking forward to the rest of the season 3 of Trek in the Future and Strange New Worlds.
Yeah, I'm
Have a great rest of your week.
looking forward to that murder mystery episode myself. We will see you all in 1 week or one day if you're here for the chess stream tomorrow.